Hey, I'm Stacy. Let's stretch out after a long ride. So we're gonna start, I'm kneeling, you could be standing. We're gonna start with our neck. So let's bring the chin towards the chest, stretch the back of your neck. And then the chin towards the sky, stretch the front, be gentle. And then come back to center. Turn towards the right, not all the way over the shoulder, but kind of most of the way. And then bring your chin down towards your collarbone. Take your right hand behind your head, just gently press into the back of it. Maybe that's already a lot. Maybe it would feel good to take your left hand and just kind of gently massage the neck all the way to the upper back shoulder area, and maybe all the way up to the scalp, whatever kind of motions you like to take or that feel good here. One more breath here. And then let's do that on the other side. So gently release everything. Look towards your left. Again, not all the way. Bring the chin towards the collarbone. Left hand behind the head. A little bit of pressure if it feels good, or none if that's too much. Take your other hand, right hand, and just gently massage, apply pressure, move the hand around. Feel out the tight things in your body. Give them a little bit of love. Just another breath. Awesome. And then slowly release, come back to neutral, and meet me standing. So for this, we're gonna take the hands behind the head, interlace your fingers, feet are like hip distance apart. Draw your shoulder blades together and open your heart. Press your head back into your hands, open your chest, look up. Exhale, opposite, bring your elbows together, start to round through the neck, the upper back. Maybe that's where you wanna stop, or maybe you wanna take it a little bit deeper into the upper back, middle back. Inhale, rise back up. Open the arms, draw your shoulder blades together, open the chest a little bit more, looking up. Exhale, bring your elbows together, round your upper back, your neck, maybe go a little deeper this time. One more time, all the way up to open. And then bring the elbows together, round and go all the way down. Bend your knees a lot as you go down. Maybe you move your feet hip distance apart and you can release the hands and let them hang. You could grab opposite elbows if you want to, and you can sway your body a little bit. This is called ragdoll, so really embrace that. Don't try, just let your body be heavy. Maybe the head nods from side to side or forwards and backwards. And then inhale, take your fingertips to your shins and lengthen through your spine. Reach back through the hips. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Inhale, press into your feet, round and rise up. Reach your arms up overhead at the top. Cactus the arms, open your heart, and then take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, draw the hands down and back, open your heart more, look up, inhale. Exhale, fold all the way forwards, let your arms go up overhead, and again, let yourself hang. Your legs can still be bent a lot, or you can begin to straighten them, but try not to lock them out either way. Maybe you move a little bit here. And then slowly release the hands down to the ground. Wiggle your feet out wider. Flip your toes out and your heels in and let your hips come down. So maybe that's a little bit, maybe it's a lot all the way down. Maybe you have something underneath of you that you sit on here, and press your elbows into your inner thighs. Your inner thighs might press back into your elbows and sit as tall as you can. You can also roll up a blanket and stick it underneath your heels here, so there's a little bit of support there. Or again, sitting on top of anything. Maybe a little bit of shifting feels good. Maybe the head and the neck want to continue to move in some kind of way, however it feels good for you. Let's take one more breath here. And then press into your heels, fold forwards, flip your toes forwards. And then press into your feet, round and rise up. Reach the arms up all the way to the top. And then release them down by the side. Move your feet a little closer together. Inhale, reach your arms up again. Exhale, fold all the way forwards as far as you can. Inhale, lift up halfway. Maybe it's fingertip positions. Exhale, fold forwards, press down, draw the belly button in, round up. Reach up at the top. Cactus the arms, open the heart, and then release the hands down. Awesome. Take your right knee up. Maybe you want to have something to hold on to, like a wall or a motorcycle. Your right knee is going to come up and bend, right ankle on top of the left thigh, kind of near the knee. And we're just going to sink down as low as you want to. Maybe you feel this in the outer hip. And then press and rise up. We'll do that 3 times. Come down a little lower, maybe. Rise up. Last one, we're going to stay there, and we're going to hold. You can even reach your hands forwards if you want more. Draw the hips down more. You can take your hands down to the ground or support it on top of something like a block or whatever's in front of you. And take your right foot and wiggle it around in some circles. And then rise back up. Bring your right knee into your chest, step it behind you, and just take the toes down to the ground and come to 90 degrees in both knees. Awesome. Hands come to the thighs. Stick your butt out. And then scoop it under. Engage your right glute so that your right front hip starts to stretch a lot. Awesome. Stick your butt back out. Pull it back under, engage the glute, start to stretch. And now with your upper body, dome your chest, your rib cage backwards. And maybe you feel an even stronger stretch across the front of your right hip. Awesome. Loosen up a little bit on this. And now shift forward. So your knee is going to go over your toes. Just get your ankle moving a bit. And then shift back. Find that rounding and stretch if you like. Shift it forwards. Come back and around. Awesome. One more, shift it forwards. Come back and round. And then sit upright. Take both arms overhead. Keep that right glute engaged. Grab opposite elbows here. And then reach towards the left just a little bit. Maybe you can feel that right hip stretch that much more. And then back up through center. Bring your palms together in a prayer. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist right. Take your right elbow. I'm sorry, you're twisting left. Right elbow outside of the left thigh. Press your palms together. Look up over your left shoulder. Breathe deeply. 3 deep breaths. Last breath. Awesome. Start to come back forwards. Take your hands down. Step all the way forwards to fold. Inhale, stand up. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, release them down. Take your left knee up this time. Flex your foot. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Find something to hold on to if you like. Sit down into the stretch. And then rise up. Sit down into the stretch. Rise up. Once more, come down and hold for 3 breaths. Do whatever you want with your hands. Take them down, take them up. Remember to breathe no matter what you're doing. Maybe your left foot and ankle make some circles. Last breath. Come back up, bring your knee into your chest, and then step the foot back and come down to both knees with a 90-degree bend in both knees. Hands to your right thigh. Stick your butt out and then tuck it under. Feel that left front of the hip stretch. Just feel that out. Awesome. And then stick your butt back out. Tuck it under again. Maybe this time you pull the chest back as well and kind of press the hands, so doming. All right, loosen up on that a little. We're going to shift forward so that your knee goes over your ankle and then back and maybe around. Maybe you want to get the arms a little bit more involved to get the upper back moving. So when you inhale, you can cactus your arms and open your heart, coming forward. Exhale, take your hands forwards, round your back. Use your glute. 2 more, shift it forwards. Back, forwards, and back. Awesome, come back to a more neutral position, palms together at heart center. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist left elbow outside of the right thigh, look up over your right shoulder. Press your palms together, breathe, and think about getting long. Last breath. Start to unwind, and then just sit down. We're gonna take the right leg out to the side. Keep your left knee bent in. It's like maybe close to your thigh, doesn't have to be touching. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, reach your hands forwards. Let them fall wherever they fall. Start to feel the stretch on your inner right thigh. Flex and point the toes if that feels good. And just take a few deep breaths. Inhale, get a little bit longer. Exhale, get a little bit softer. Inhale, a little longer. Exhale, soften. Once more. Start to walk your hands over towards that extended right leg. And when you get there, just kind of hang over it. Doesn't have to be too forceful. Maybe you feel the stretch along the back side of your body near the kidney. Couple deep breaths. Last one. Slowly start to rise up. Look back towards center. Take your right hand under. Maybe it finds your shin or your knee. Reach your left arm up and over towards your right foot. Never has to touch. We're just trying to stretch the left side body. Maybe look up under your arm. It could even feel good to bend your elbow and take your hand behind your head and open it a bit more. Breathe for 3. For 2. 1. Come back up through center. And now switch sides. Bend your right knee. Extend your left leg long. Lengthen through the spine, reach the arms up. And then reach forwards and let the hands drop wherever they fall. Start to feel this on the inner left thigh perhaps, or wherever you're feeling it. Lengthen through your spine, inhale. Exhale, soften. Maybe the hands walk forwards a little more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Once more, walk the hands forwards, perhaps. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Walk your hands towards the left leg. Stay kind of low, but don't force it. Maybe let the head bow. Feel the back of the body stretching again, maybe close to that right hip or kidney area. And then walk the hands back towards you. Look center, take your left hand towards your right leg, maybe the shin or the knee. Right arm reaches up and over towards the left side. Breathe. Maybe it feels good to bend the elbow and open a bit more, kind of looking up. For 3, 2, 1. Rise back up. Awesome. Take your legs out in front of you. Take your right leg, step it over top of the left so that the sole of the foot is down. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. Look over your right shoulder and press your right foot down. And you pull kind of, or press, I guess, with the elbow, stretching that right hip. Back through center. Right leg straightens, left leg bends, step it outside the right leg. Left hand behind this time, right arm up. Twist. Look off to the left or over your left shoulder and press down through your left foot to deepen that stretch. Slowly come back through center, cross your legs. Maybe roll your head and your neck around one more time. Awesome, and then come down onto your belly. Take your left arm all the way out to the side. It's kind of a weird setup, but it's a shoulder stretch. So left arm comes out to the side, maybe it's straight, or maybe you bend it if you don't have a lot of room. It's also just kind of a different stretch. So I'm gonna keep mine bent. It's a little towards the top of the mat, not way up here, not way down here, somewhere in the middle. Look to the right. Let your head and your neck come down. I'm gonna use my right hand to press and roll my hips to stack on top of one another. You should feel this in the front of your left shoulder. You can bend your knees and just hang out here, or if you want to take it a little deeper, you use your right leg as a lever to just kind of reach back towards the floor. It does not matter whether it ever touches, it's just what's this sensation in your left shoulder, near like the pectoral area. Breathe deeply. Press down through your left hand a little bit. Last breath. And then roll back through center. Same thing, other side. Right arm is out straight or it bends. Find the sweet spot, look left. Let your head and your neck come down. Use your left hand to press down to roll your hips to stack. And again, you could stay right there. Make sure your right shoulder feels good. If it doesn't, roll out and then back, adjust and come back in. If you want more, left toes reach towards the ground behind you, never have to touch. Really kind of anchoring down through that right elbow, through the right hand. Last 3 breaths. And then slowly come back through center. Take your hands wider than the mat. If you're on a mat, or just pretty wide if you're not on one. Fingertips down, palms are lifted. Roll your shoulders up by your ears and down your back and peel your chest off the ground. Lift up and then lower down. And be really dramatic about this. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. 2 more, up. Lower. Up. And lower. Take your hands under your shoulders. Shift your hips back towards your heels for child's pose. You can keep your hands reaching out. Pull the hips down and back. Forehead rests on the mat. And then lift your head up just a tiny bit. Walk both hands off towards the left side. Pull your right hip down and back. Stretch the left side of the back. Breathe into it. And then walk the hands all the way to the right. Same thing, pull your left hip down and back. Breathe into this space, into this stretch. Slowly come back through center, walk your hands back towards you. Sit upright, maybe one last head and neck roll. And one last reaching of the hands behind you. And let it go. Just take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Thanks for taking a moment to move and breathe and get your body back to a more normal state after crunching for so long. Have an awesome rest of your day.